What it do, y'all? BY3 the hard way. Y'all make sure y'all go like, comment, subscribe, share, all that good stuff, man. Live from 85, back at it again. The realest one on the net, boss talker business. Y'all make sure y'all go and subscribe to the channel. Like these videos, share these videos. Don't skip no ads, man. Support me. Now, my super chat is turned on. In my link, you can go to my PayPal or my Cash App. Be honest with y'all, I'm just really trying to see who really rocking with me. You feel me? I've never really pushed the envelope on my Cash App and PayPal and my super chat. You know, that's never been no real big deal to me, but I see that a lot of folks have folks that support them and people always sending them stuff, you feel me? So I said, man, let me see if people really rocking with me like that, you know, cause I got a lot of subscribers, you know, I got people that come watch me all the time, so you know, let's see if people appreciate what I'm doing. Let's see if people appreciate these 700 videos that I've dropped and edited and put my time and my effort into, you feel me? So I understand some people don't have it. So if you don't have it, you know, that's cool. You know, like the video, subscribe to the channel. You can show me support that way. I just want to see who support me and who don't though. That's all. But anyway, what's popping, man? What's going on? I'm waiting on some more folks to come in, man. See if anybody else coming this live. I'm pretty sure I have some folks join. Sometimes they send out my notifications late. Sometimes they don't send them out at all. But let me tell you this. If you don't get a notification, it's probably because you don't react to the channel more. Most of the time, if you're not liking the videos or commenting or, you know, giving some kind of reaction toward the channel, when I do go live or when I do anything, they won't see the notification. They only send it to you if you react to the channel that you subscribe to. So y'all gotta make sure y'all hit the like button and come in and rock with me. We can touch on Mo3 situation for a minute. Now, you know, they haven't found out nothing about the case. They still don't know who did it, even though it was done in broad daylight. Broad daylight, man. They took my man out, and they still don't know nothing. You got Trap Boy Freddy. He trolling. You know, saying little slick stuff here and there. And this is what I don't get once again. That internet, man. That internet. As soon as something happen, he ride past the scene. It's like people want to insinuate themselves and get themselves they credit for doing something so bad. So bad, man. And people act like they untouchable, man. I don't understand it now. We gonna keep it 1,000. 1,000. I watched the live that Mo3 did, the last live he done, and I ain't gonna lie, man, he was talking real tough. You know, he was on pressure and I'm a problem and I'm like that. Y'all saying I ain't like that, but I'm like that. Y'all going to funerals all the time. You know, I'm like that and all this. And I guess somebody seen that, man, he just got tired of it. You feel me? I want to know something, though. I want to know something. How come How come people don't ride around with this? How come you don't keep this on you? And that's not to say that this is gonna save your life. This is not gonna save your life. It just helps, you know, but it's not gonna save your life. But what I'm saying is, why don't people have protection on them? Especially if you live in that life and you talking the way you talking, and you saying that, you know, people be going to funerals and all this, you talking that talk. So I'm saying, why are you not protected? You feel me? Number one thing, man, when you go out the house, especially if you're involved in that life, you can't leave without that. You can't, man. It's like It's like leaving with your wallet, man. It's like leaving with your money. You don't leave home without it. You feel me? It's a part of your wardrobe because you never know what's gonna happen. And if you're in that life, you live by it, you die by it. You feel me? Excuse me. So if you live by it, die by it, you gotta keep it on you, man. Now, who's to say what would have happened if he did have it on him? But I really feel in my heart that he would have had a fighting chance at least. Somebody creeping up on you, you got yours. If you bow, 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 they gonna get back and take cover. And then you can run and get somewhere safe. And even if they start shooting back, at least you still got it on you. You can let out something and they gonna move. They gonna stop shooting eventually. But obviously Mo didn't have nothing on him, man, and I'm gonna keep it real, man, cause I ain't saying nothing about this, and I ain't heard nobody say nothing about it, but I'm gonna say something about it because it is what it is, man, and I'm a street dude, and here you go. I want y'all to think about this too. I really feel like somebody close to Mo 3 set him up. That's a pretty big thing to say too. That's a pretty big thing to say. But you want me to tell you why I say it? Alright, peep game. Peep game. The only reason I say it because of this. Mo 3 didn't have nothing on him. Now really think about this now. I mean when I think about something, I go to detective mode just about. I really think about all the options and every way it can go. Mo 3 didn't have no weapon on him. I want to say he had somebody with him, but they didn't have no weapon on him, right? He ain't had no security. So how did this person know to catch Mo like that? How did they know? Like they obviously been watching him wherever he was leaving from. They've been watching him from the time he had left to the time he got on the freeway. Because you just don't run up on nobody by chance like that. So they watching him. How did they know that Mo didn't come out whatever house he came out of, whether it been his house or his homeboy house, anybody's house? How did they know he didn't have nothing on him? For them to approach him, to get out the car and start walking up on him. How did you know that man wasn't gonna start firing outside his car? You feel me? You just get out and start walking up on him. You confident in knowing that he don't have nothing. How do you know that though? How do you know that? Check this out. Whoever just came on here, listen to this right quick. I just said I think Mo 3 was set up. And that's a big thing to say, and I'm going to tell you why I say it. Mo 3 didn't have no weapon on him. He only had one person in the car with him. So whoever Mo 3, wherever he left from and got on the freeway, they knew he didn't have nothing on him. Because they say the gunman got out their car and approached him. Why would you approach somebody and you don't know if they got something on them or not? You don't do that. You don't. That's like going to somebody's house to do something to them. You don't walk up on nobody's car and you don't know if they got something or not. You obviously knew he didn't have nothing. But there's neither here nor there. People think I'm talking crazy. I'm just high, right? I don't trust nothing. And friends will set you up. It ain't nobody in this world that's close to you that won't set you up. Cause family will do it. So nobody gonna sit here and tell me like somebody on the inside didn't know what was finna go on. Real talk. Somebody knew. Somebody knew. And I ain't with that Illuminati. Uh, he got sacrificed it out. I ain't with none of that. I deal on real facts and real statements. Not saying, not saying that this type of stuff don't happen neither, because I believe that. I believe stuff like that happen, but it don't happen as often as you might think it happen. How people on the net, every time somebody passed, they think the Illuminati did. Like nobody, so I guess nobody ever passes of old age. Nobody ever passes of beef they have in the streets. Everything is Illuminati based. And then people start giving me these, well, 3 plus 3 is 6. But then it was another 3, so that makes 9. So 9, that, man, ain't nobody hear that, man. Everything ain't Illuminati. Yeah, bro, I was just talking about Mo 3, man. I was just talking about Mo 3, man. What I said was, though, me being honest, being a street dude and looking at the whole situation, I feel like Mo 3 was set up, man. I feel like somebody close to Mo 3 set him up because this the only reason. Because Mo 3 didn't have no weapon on him, man. How did that person know to get out that car and to walk up on him? You know, like, you don't walk up on nobody's car. They had been watching him from the time he left from wherever to the time he got on the freeway. And they knew he didn't have nothing on him. They knew he didn't have nothing on him. But how did they know that, though? How did they know that man didn't have nothing on him? Whoever he was with or wherever he had left from, they had told him they had to have. And then Mo see him, he know he ain't got nothing, so he get out and start running. You feel me? He already knew. Man, he probably knew. He probably knew right then that, dang, man, who such and such just set me up. He probably knew it. He probably knew it, man. Cause Mo don't smoke. He don't drink. He don't. He a pretty clear headed dude. He ain't out here throwing on pills and lean and stuff. He alert. I know he was alert. So whoever told on whoever set him up was probably somebody he trusted. Really think, well, they wouldn't do this to me, or man, ain't no telling, man. They probably like, man, let me hold your pistol or something like that. Something. Ain't no telling, bro. And then he get followed. Dude get out the car, knowing he ain't got nothing. Walk up on him, and then he take out running. You feel me? And the only reason I say that, man, is because my homeboy set me up back in the day, man. Right before it happened, man, he asked to see my blade, man. I used to carry this butterfly knife on me all the time. And he knew I had it on me. So if it would have happened, man, he knew what was gonna happen if I'd have had it on me. So right before it happened, cause he knew what was going on, he asked me to see it. Cause I didn't know what was going on. I wasn't thinking. But I let him see it. And in the middle of the fight, I'm reaching for it, and I'm thinking to myself, man, I just let old boy see it, man. And man, yeah, man, people dirty, man. Yeah, it was. It was a deep interview. It was a deep interview. Mo 3 was signed to Boosie, wasn't he? Is that true or false? Cause I don't know. I ain't gonna sit here and say he was, cause I'm not for sure. Was he signed to Boosie? Y'all bang that like button for me, man. Whoever Mo 3 was signed to, they finna make a lot of money. But Mo 3 owned all his publishing and everything from what I read. So his kids gonna benefit for life off that. So that's pretty good. That's a plus that all these dudes had enough business sense to own their own stuff, you feel me? I'm glad to hear that, man. So their kids ain't gonna go hungry, there ain't gonna be no battles for it or nothing. Yeah. Yeah, they would, man. That's what I be saying, man. Most of these folks, they be talking this stuff on themselves. I seen the interview that, well, not an interview. I seen a live that Mo 3 did before. like the last live he did before he passed. And I ain't gonna lie, he was talking real tough, man. And he was talking about, I'm pressure. Y'all talking about I ain't like that. Y'all the one be going to funerals. Yo, I been like that. I'm pressure. Still wrong energy, man. I ain't not here to prove to on internet or to anybody that I'm just the most gangster nigga out here, man. I don't care if a person believe it or not, man. A person can think I'm soft. I don't care. As long as you don't try me or approach me or put your hands on me or nothing. But for the most part, man, I don't care what nobody think. I ain't out here to prove no point. And when you shouldn't be out here to prove no point, man. With if you got $1 million, you done proved your point, bro. You a go getter. Yeah, man, you done proved your point, bro. You a go getter. You don't need to prove nothing else to nobody out here, man. I was working with this white boy not too long ago on a job, and we were just talking about ways to get money or whatever. And I was like, yeah, man, I gotta find myself something to do too, man, a hobby or something. I'm like, I don't really be doing nothing. He like, man, you do got a hobby. I'm like, what? He like, you like getting money. You like, man, you sitting here telling me about all the ways you make money. You like, shoot, that is your hobby. You like making money. I said, man, that is some real shit. I said, I have never thought about that. Hey, that is the realest thing I've heard. I said, you right. I do got a hobby on. I enjoy finding ways to make money. So I feel you. But yeah, man, your friends will set you up though. Friends ain't worth a quarter, man. I don't even know who invented that word, man. Friends. I just truly have associates. That's what we used to say back in the day. You weren't too quick to say friends. I just got associates, man. And I ain't got too many of them. Man. People just so dirty in this age, man. I don't know what got into people's minds and in their head to make people just start acting crazy out here, man. And start flipping and changing on you for money. Start acting funny and selling you out for fame. A nigga be your friend one day and talk about you the next day if you get him 100 followers. I'm like, man, y'all is tripping, bro. Nobody seem like they solid, man. And women, oh my God, man. Man, it is impossible. I mean, it is just about impossible to find a woman that ain't thinking about some money. Women nowadays don't even mind talking to you for 1 minute and then like they third question to you. They ain't gonna say it in a question. They gonna say, you gonna be like, what you doing? Nothing, chilling, what you doing? I be like, nothing, hell, just got off work. It's like, I feel you, I need to go do something. I gotta pay this light bill by the first and start giving you dates and all this. I'm like, man, let me just stop talking to you because I'm not that dude. Women don't even give you a minute before they start asking for money now. It ain't no shame in nobody game. A quick 40 will get you anything. They done what is it called? They done brought down the value of the coochie, for real. $40. And like I tell y'all, man, I'm real with it. Hey, I don't lie. Even if it's about me, I'ma still keep it 1,000. My baby mama is a victim of the game. I ain't gonna lie to you. I ain't gonna sit here and just talk about it and put her business out, but she didn't do no better. My second one, now my first one, she ain't on that type of stuff. She ain't on that time. She handle her business. I give her that. But yeah, man. Women just think about money nowadays. If you find a woman that's really down for you, man, hey, you better go on and marry her. But it's gonna be hard to find her. Cause most of them women are already married or gay. And that's the truth, or gay. These studs walk up and pull your woman now, boy. I'm telling you. Stud walk up on your woman with a cleaner fade and you got your woman gone. In this day and age, the internet, man, it got the head messed up, bro. That damn internet, Instagram, Snapchat, all that, man, messing everybody head up. You can barely turn on the TV and let your kid watch cartoons, man. It's 2020. Can y'all picture what it what it'll be like in 2030? Like real talk. Picture what it'll be like in 2030. Man, it's gonna be destruction. That's what I see. I ain't gonna lie to you. I see destruction. If don't something start changing here pretty soon, yeah, all I see is fire and war and pain. I ain't lying, man. I don't see nothing good. And I got kids I gotta bring up through this. But I only see that over here because we the only ones got this messed up way of thinking. The other countries don't though. And I'm proud to be an American. I ain't finna. I'm not saying none of that, but I am just being real with y'all though. These other countries ain't like that. Like Canada, they got free health care. They show that they care about their people. Most folks during this pandemic, they been getting money every week, and ain't no cut off, and ain't no little bit here and no, they get it every week, and ain't no little bit. But they take care of their people. People, being that I'm on YouTube now, and I got people that subscribe to me from different places. I be conversing with folks on Instagram, and they vision of the U.S. is like just a bunch of shooting and people going crazy. That's how they see it. Real talk. Excuse me. And I'm like, man, it ain't. And then you have to think about it. You be like, it ain't like that. But then again, if you just really think about it, it kind of is. It kind of is. Then you have to come to the realization, like, man, it is kind of messed up over here, ain't it? But hey, this is where you born at, man. You gotta be, you gotta be proud of it. You adapt to your surroundings, especially when you're surrounded by it long enough. It's either eat or get ate. And I'm gonna be a well-fed person. You feel me? Come on, eat. I'm gonna eat. But what about y'all though, man? What y'all got going on? What's happening out there in the state, in the world where y'all at? What y'all got going on? what's popping off in the news? Where y'all at? Oh man, I'm glad I said that. I got a story. Well, I got a video I'm gonna hit y'all with. I don't know exactly when. It's gonna probably be. Yeah, you gotta be adapted, man. It's probably gonna be this. It'll probably be next week because I want to make sure I get everything straight. I got a true story for y'all that happened. It probably happened 4 days ago. Probably 4 days ago. About 10 minutes from me, right? And when I tell y'all the story, y'all gonna be like, "What?" This gonna be like a first 48 crazy, gruesome, serious, twisted family story. Like for real. Like I said, it happened 4 days ago. Like 10 minutes from me. Yeah, I be hearing your music. But yeah, I'm gonna tell y'all the story, man. It got to do with this woman and this mother and daughter, and they having the mother funeral. I think they having it today. If not today, they having it tomorrow. But man, the daughter snapped. That's all I can say. Cause I really don't know what all happened myself. But once I find out everything and I get the whole story straight, I'm gonna break it down in a video. It's gonna be like a short documentary. I'm gonna try to have pictures, and if I can, I'm gonna try to talk with people that are involved. Cause like I say, it's just 10 minutes from me. It's people that I associate with. That's why it was so crazy when it happened. I was shocked. I was like, man, are you for real? They're like, yeah, man, it just happened. It just happened. Man. Stuff like that don't happen around here, man. The craziest thing that we had happen similar to that, I don't know if y'all know about it. It was a dude called Adam Mays. It was like national news. He had kidnapped this girl and took her mama life and her life and ended up taking his life in the church up the street. I'm like, man, it was crazy, man. Nah, Parchment still messed up, man. They ain't did nothing. It's still messed up. They done calmed down on the outbreaks and all that, but what they really did is they just like kind of side like this. What happened? They had a big bust up there, right? That happened not too long ago, and they got a bunch of tobacco and shanks and all country, man. But they got a bunch of phones, so that was the point of that. Why they did that? Because they didn't want the word getting out about how people getting treated in there. So you ain't gonna see too many videos and stuff right now. You might see some later on once people get back straight, but yeah, they went in there and took everybody's stuff, man, and no, now no, don't nobody really got no contact. Somebody lost their life down there. I know for a fact. Two people. Well, one person in particular I know because I worked with his wife. He lost his life down there. I want to say like a week ago, and then you had somebody else that lost their life, and I want to say it was probably about a month ago. But don't nobody know how though. You feel me? It still be popping down there, man. It's a lot going on down there, man. But they ain't trying to they ain't trying to get the word out though. They trying to suppress everybody's voice. I don't even know if people. I ain't heard about nobody even getting no visits or nothing. Cause a lot of people from my hometown is locked up in Parchment. But I ain't heard nobody going down there to visit or anybody say anything about anybody. Two of my homeboys that I grew up with, that I used to chill with, one in particular, they had just got out like 2 years ago. Well, a year after each other. So they made it back home. One did 5, the other did 6. They back home. So that's what's up. I might get one of them on the channel. Get them to tell y'all a little bit about what happened with them down there. You can check out my interview I did with T-Rock. It's on my channel. His homeboy I grew up with named T-Rock. He did time down there. He did like 3 years. He talking about his time when he was hustling from, us growing up in the church, him hustling, him doing time. Then he got shot 5 times. He showed his mark on his stomach because he got hit, I think, once in the chest. Yeah, man, that's a raw, man. I don't understand why that interview ain't got a bunch of views. I don't think people just know I got it on there because I got so many videos, but that's a pretty raw interview. People need to go check that out. It really don't get, when I tell y'all the realest one on the net, it really don't get no realer than that interview. Real talk. We even go to the street where it happened and all that. It's a raw interview. For real. People need to go check that out. Interview with T-Rock. But yeah, he tell you about what happened down there. About his time. I got a lot, man. I could do that. You know how people got all these prison-based YouTube videos. I could do that if I wanted to, but I don't really be on that tip. You feel me? I don't feel like jail is nothing to glorify. It seems like some folk be trying to glorify it. But then they'll tell you, but we did bad things. We don't do this. But then they'll just go to, yeah, man, you been wheezing lockup, man, and man, you shanked the old boy, man. I was like, whoa, and no, they make it like it was just the best time in the world. But anytime I talk to somebody about it, they don't talk like that. They get a look of despair on their face and be like, man, it's rough, man. You just gotta be on your P's and Q's. All about respect. All about respect. That's what everybody says. All about respect. All about respect. I got people that I grew up with, that used to claim one thing, and then when they went to prison, then they started claiming something else. But that's down here, that's the only way that a person would accept it. On the street, you can't be saying like, all right, I'm a VL one day, and then the next day you're a GD. You can't do that. But let's say you growing up, excuse me, and you claiming VL, you mess around and go to jail when you're 17, and you get sentenced like to 10 years or something. Like you do time, like you're gonna go through the system, and then you get out and you GD. Who can tell you that you ain't when you went through the system for a whole 10 years and got put down and all, can't nobody tell you that you ain't. You feel me? So a person might, that accept it then, but as far as you just being on the street and like I say, you being one thing and then all of a sudden you turn to something else, nobody's gonna respect it. But that don't happen down here a lot. I be hearing about it happening in Chicago. I be watching videos, but for the most part, that don't happen down here a lot. I probably, like I say, old boy, one dude I know, he got time though. He got like 30 years. He got time. It's a girl I know did it, but I don't count her though. So nah, I don't really know nobody that did that. But people that do it though. I've never understood it. I couldn't. I can't do that. I am what I am. You know. It's pictures of me when I was little. I always wearing blue this or blue that, cap kicked and everything, you know. All my family though, all my family on my mama's side is Vice Lords. All of them, just about all of them. One cousin IVL, and he with it. Like what they call Damon on Friday. What's up, triple OG. Hey, what he is, triple OG. And I always tell folks, had he not went to jail when I was little, who knows how I would have turned out. But he went to prison though. He went to prison for like about 6 or 7 years, one or the other. So shit, from me growing up to from 8 to when I was about 9 to 16, my mind was made up. So and then it trips me out. It tripped me out when I see folks that be rich, they be having money already and be in their 20s and shit. And then they start banging. That shit blows my mind. I'm like, what the fuck? Man, they banging now. Why? That's when you know a person ain't that person came up real good. They came from a night, and ain't nothing wrong with it. It ain't nothing wrong with it. I came from a good family. My mom and daddy was still together. Are still together. I didn't come from no broken home. My dad always been in my life, my hero. You feel me? So I ain't I ain't I ain't like most dudes be like, man, I ain't had no mama, I ain't had no daddy. I was sleeping on the, in from house to house. They be lying themselves, you feel me? Most folks don't want to be themselves. Folks, it just hurts them to be themselves. They're like, if they had a mama and daddy, that's a downgrade. Like my mom and dad was in my life. I can't tell nobody that they don't make me hood. Man, people so stupid, man. People dumb, bro. But yo, people get they'll turn 20, 25 and be a millionaire, and all of a sudden start wearing a red rag or start wearing a blue rag, and think that's the move. Think that's the move. They done made it in life. Then they got money and they banking. But most of them folks be getting extorted though. Most of them folks they gotta pay to be affiliated. They'll say, I'm this, I'm Pyru, and whatever hood they saying, you better believe they giving out some money. Because they ain't active in that hood. Man, they probably ain't never ever even seen that hood. Scared to go to it. And if they did go to it, it's only been once or twice. You feel me? They ain't just out there just chilling, putting in work or nothing. So, come on, man. I don't understand them. I don't understand them. Like they ought to go to the hood and really stay in the hood. Like take $100 and go stay in the hood for a month. You know, and just survive. Do what you gotta do. You better take this 100 and flip it. Do what you gotta do. That's what I think every rapper should do. They should make a show of that. I would make a show of it, man. I would get a lot of money too. I don't care if somebody take this idea. Get these rappers that's famous. All these rappers that say they're affiliated, they hood, they this, they that. Put them in the hood, and you can make them comfortable. Put them in their hood, make them comfortable. Put them in a hood they familiar with, and give them $100. Take their bank card, take everything. Here, survive off this for a month. Let's see what you do. Man, they'll leave that show in a week. I guarantee you, they'll leave it in probably a day. Probably a day. Give them $100, tell them to survive. Now, not to take no credit from these dudes. Now you got some that's gonna survive. I I can tell it. You got some that's gonna survive. Some that's gonna be like, man, I got this. You start me out with 100. Shoot, man. That's like, hey, that's rich nigga talk there. You know in the hood. You start me out with 100. Okay. Cause you really supposed to start it off with nothing. Probably $20 or something. But we gonna just say 100. Just give you a good start. But yeah, take this 100 and flip it. Let's see who survives. I know I'm winning. I know I'm winning. That ain't nothing. That ain't nothing. Like I said, give me 20. I'm gonna survive. I'm gonna survive. What y'all, man, real talk, what you think though? What you think? Nah, they don't, man. Cause with the money they got, they can get an Airbnb, man, and bring about 20 strippers or whatever to them and had a party right there. Excuse me. Man, I would be living the life. I would, man. I would be so happy. That's why I think it only happened to certain people. I really do, man. Like how they say it's set up for certain people to have money, it's set up for certain people to be rich and maintain that family wealth and stuff like that. Because it gotta be like people down low on the totem pole for the money to flow. You feel me? Evenly. Everybody can't be millionaires. You feel me? So I believe it's set up for some folks, people like me, like that. I'm gonna be one though. That has the ability that make it harder because once you get it, they know you finna take off because you're not gonna mess it up compared to some people that get it, but they know all they gonna be thinking about is get this new chain, get this new car, get this big house, maintain this front for the people. But then you got people like me that's like, man, forget them people. I don't care what they think. I'm finna stack, 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 flip, 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 stack, stack, stack. You know what I'm talking? Mess around and own New York or something. You feel me? Cause that's the thought process that I have. But it'd be harder for folks like me to make it though. It do. I got a friend request. A friend request. Promise to God. Right handed God from the Illuminati. Them tell it anyway, you feel me? It say Illuminati wealth offer. Talking about we know you strive to be on top and you put in the work to be a millionaire, but it seems like you just can't make it. And we can get you there. Nah, man, it was a lot of stuff. It was crazy. It was a lot of stuff. It was crazy, man. It was crazy, bro. Real talk though. And I was like, man, I wrote him. I wrote him back. Said, man, I ain't gonna say what I said on here because, like I said, I ain't trying to get this video demonetized, but I wasn't rocking with it though. Nah. I ain't trying. I don't want no money that bad to take out nobody in my family. Nah. We ain't rocking like that over this way. And who knows, you might not have to do that, but I just hear it too much. I just hear it too much, so I ain't. Nah. But I'm gonna get there though, man, because my grind is spectacular. And I know what I want to do. I'm gonna push this channel. I'm gonna get there. Obviously, they know I'm gonna get there. They sent me that, didn't they? So I'm gonna get there. Everybody trying to do podcasts and get on YouTube and stuff now, man. I found the wave a little bit too late. But I also noticed something else about YouTube, man. I said, ain't too many people on this YouTube just real, man. Some people ain't being themselves. You know, they being too animated for this camera. Which I understand it. I do, man. You know, they draw people in. They like folks to yell and keep their attention and scream and move around and act the clown and all that. But I say YouTube ain't got nobody that's real on here, man. They can be straight up with you and not only talk about other folks, but can also talk about themselves and tell you real stuff about themselves. Like, man, I made a lie the other night, man. I ain't gonna tell y'all what video it was, but man, I almost cried on this video, man. Somebody asked me a question, and I wasn't ready for that question, man. It threw me off. I was like, man, what made them ask me that? So I said I'm gonna answer it, but man, I could barely talk, man, trying to answer that question. I had to, man. It took me probably about 10 minutes to answer that question, but I answered it though, and I'm like, man, ain't nobody doing that on YouTube. Ain't nobody doing that. They just telling you about other folks and giving you BS and talking like they know what's going on in other states that they ain't never been to and they ain't never gonna step foot in. You feel me? I ain't on that. Remember BY3 the hard way for being authentic, man. I ain't going nowhere, but I'm just saying. Know me for being authentic. Know when you come to the channel, there ain't gonna be nothing fake on it. There ain't gonna be no clickbait. It's gonna be a dude sitting talking like he was in a room talking to you. That's how I base it, man. Like I'm sitting here talking to one of my homeboys. Y'all my homeboys. We all cool. We all folks on here. And like me sitting down just talking to y'all and kicking, just talking. I don't know, man. I would upload a video when it stopped working too. I was thinking that my phone messing up, but then I was reading comments and I could still read comments on Instagram and people talking about YouTube on there. I'm like, okay, what I do? Okay, I thought for a minute, man, I thought AT&T was messing with my Wi-Fi over here for a minute, man. They had me about to call and show out, like, man, what y'all doing? But I'm looking, I said, man, I got all my balls. I'm like, what's going on? But yeah, I seen they said YouTube was messing up. Probably because all this content and all these, all this, man. If I was able to, I would like to create something similar to YouTube and, YouTube could have a competition. Competition good for business. But YouTube and Google and all that, man, it's a powerhouse. They got that locked down. Little old dude from Mississippi, man, I couldn't. I got the idea, but I ain't got the bread or the resources to go about doing all that. But that's what it was then. Because whatever it was, it had been a lot of data and megabytes and all that for it to be shutting down YouTube. Because it just shut it down. I'm talking about mine won't work at all. Soon as I click on something, it goes straight to black, like and then just circle like it's buffering up, and it will never just go. Eventually, it'll stop buffering and just go black. I said, damn. Had me in here watching other DVDs. I still get my DVDs now, so I wasn't gonna be bored. I've been trying to watch on TV, see Trump gonna get on TV and say anything. I ain't heard nothing from Trump supporters. I mean, nothing. I was walking down the street the other day, the other night, and somebody rode by me and said something. I don't know what they said, and they drove by real quick, and I was like, man, they playing with their life. I said, see that people stupid, man. You don't do that. That's all I'm gonna say. You don't do that. You know, they must have thought, I don't know what they thought, it was dark. They must have thought I was a crackhead or something. Cause crackheads be walking a lot at night too. I don't know. But I wasn't far from my career though. You feel me? So I don't know what they were thinking, but like I said, man, you don't play with your life like that. Man, tone her down. Tone her down. Nobody shows like that. It's too hard. It's too hard of times right now. 2020 really ain't been no good year for nobody. So we don't need to play like that. Cause right now, black men, we don't have no time to play. We don't know what's in nobody's head. We don't know what nobody thinking. We ain't got time to play. Real talk. I wonder if little Tim gonna get out of jail. The dude that did that to King Von. I wonder if they gonna get him a bond. Y'all think so? Cause I ain't heard nothing else. So I don't know if he'll get a bond or not. Okay. Yeah, I knew it. When you start your channel, you have to go through Google to start it. So yeah, I know it. Your Google, the way we get paid on YouTube is linked to your Google because you gotta make an AdSense account. So Google is what pays us. Yeah, I know it. So what I was just saying a while ago, it'd be hard for me to start something like that, being that Google owns YouTube, and it'd be such a powerhouse. I wouldn't have the money or the resources to do it. You know, Google, Google is powerful, man. Google, Google is like, I don't know how to put it, man. Google is like what 3% of the world's money, something like that. Yeah, like man, it's just a lot. So if you want to create something to compete with YouTube, you have to have the money first. Like I got the idea, but you have to have the money. Like I say, the resources, engineers, man. It take a lot to do all that. Like the dude that started Facebook, what's the dude's name? Mark Zuckerberg. He didn't just do all that by himself. They make it like he did. That's the only name you hear. But no, he didn't do it by himself. It took a team. But like my white folks though, they take the credit and run with it. No offense, y'all. I ain't racist. I'm just telling the facts. Left them dudes out to dry and they ran off with it. The crime rate. It depends. Depends on where you at. Where I live right now, it ain't that bad. Might have folks stealing, but it ain't that bad though, as far as shootings or nothing. On up, Tupelo and stuff. Yeah, it be a lot going on. But hey, it's been a lot going on where I'm at too though, because my nephew he got shot right out here. My homegirl Alex, R.I.P. She was pregnant when her boyfriend took her life out here in the parking lot. Then the police took his. Man, that was so man. I had to make a video about that day, man. That was real wild, man. But anyway, I was here with Big Bun. Lost his life right up the street. All this happened like in the span of them two, my nephew and Big Bun, happened in a week, a span of a week. Old girl had happened probably like a couple months before. Shoot, man. Here lately, there's been a lot going on. I don't know what's up, man. But I tell you this much though, crime is crime everywhere. You know how people be like, "Oh man, my hood is this, my hood is that." Excuse me. Every hood is the same. It's just different accents and different clothes, but everything the same. Everybody got a pit bull somewhere. Everybody got junkies walking around somewhere. Everybody got the neighborhood hustler, the neighborhood person that sell everything. Everybody got their bootlegger. Everybody got their booster. You know, it's all the same. Ain't nothing different. Nothing. I've been to a lot of different hoods. Ain't nothing different. Mhm. That one of my favorites too. I like Pappy. I like some of Vaughn's songs. I like JoJo. Yeah. Yeah. Yep. And what was it? Jeff Ford from Aberdeen and Barksdale from Hollis. A lot of the founders from up that way are from Mississippi. You know, a lot of people, man, they be thinking that. Let me speak on that right quick. Let me speak on that right quick. Cause I want to get something straight. People make like folks be be copying somebody else swag or somebody else style or what they be doing. When nah, bro, we ain't copying nothing down here because let me tell you, in Mississippi, it ain't really no Crips and Bloods down here. You feel me? It's just mostly GDs and Vice Lords. There's some Stones. I done seen other sets down here, but mostly it's GDs and Vice Lords. And that stem from like what we just talked about. Founders being born down here, move up there, have cousins and family that's still down here. So when they started down there, they sending lit and everything right back down here. And the same thing that's going on up there is happening here. So as far I don't know about no other places, but Mississippi is original. So yeah, we just like everybody else, no different. I tell you, the only big difference with people with organizations down here than other places is we focus on money. You know, people want to get money. It's enough hardship down here, so people just want to have money. All that bang bang, shoot them up, and that ain't good for business. That ain't good for nobody business. We just about a dollar. We just want to stack some money. As long as we stacking money, we happy. People don't set trip down here and ain't no, oh he VL, let's ride. Oh he Mo, let's get him. No, it ain't nothing like that. Most of them folks be your family. You feel me? So y'all all ride together. Y'all get money together. Where I'm from, it ain't even like that. Like if you got beef with somebody, you got beef with the town. You don't got beef with just that clique. Like it's the town. It's gonna be a mixture of GDs and VLs. But it's gonna be the town. It's gonna be on you. It ain't gonna just be one person. I was just saying that. I think we might be talking about the same thing, but yeah, that's what I'm gonna tell y'all the story about. I'm gonna tell y'all that I'm gonna put. That's probably be my. It ain't gonna be my next video, but it might be the one after that because I'm gonna have to get the details of it. But yeah, it happened like 10 minutes from me, man, involving a mother and a daughter, and it was crazy, man. I don't know what been going on, man. Like I said, it been a lot happening where I'm from. In particular, man, it's been a lot of bloodshed, man. I don't know what's going on, man. I just stay out the way, you feel me? Yeah, I just stay out the way. But yeah, I'm gonna tell y'all this story though. But I ain't want to, like I said, I don't want to tell it now because I don't wanna get nothing wrong or get nothing mixed up. So I wanna make sure I have all the facts straight, and then I'm gonna hit y'all with that story. Cause like I say, it's pretty gruesome, man. It's crazy. It's straight crazy. Like it's some crazy stuff, man. That's all I can say. It's crazy. When my homegirl was telling me about it, I was like, man, ain't no way. But then I asked around, cause like I said, right here where I stay at, and they was like, yeah, man, it happened. It happened. I said, man, like it's in a neighboring town, but that town ain't no, it ain't nothing from me. Like if I get on the bypass, I'll be there in like I say 5-10 minutes. Real country type town. One of them towns, y'all, and it one of them towns that a real stereotype Mississippi town, real country. Got a one railroad track going through it. Old country store, bunch of tractors and stuff around town. Got a doctor's office that's a brick building, but it's nice in the inside, but the outside look real country or whatever. We got the old churches and old houses and stuff. Like I say, your stereotypical Mississippi town. My dad used to tell me stories about they would walk the railroad track and stop at that store and get something to drink, and you had to hurry up, get in and get gone because white folks didn't really want you around and stuff. One of them type of times. Yeah, that's a trip, ain't it? It's, I seen a post, man. I seen a post I kind of took offense to. I ain't gonna be on here too much longer. I seen a post, man. Somebody said, why would anybody want to be from Mississippi? And man, I thought to myself, man, that was so stupid, bro. First off, man, we can't choose where we born. You feel me? Like I was born here. I can't choose to be from California or New York or anywhere else. You know, I was born here, bro. So that's the reason. First off, it shouldn't even be nothing else said after that, but I will say some more. Second off, I'm pretty sure that person is proud to be born wherever they were born from. So why would I not be proud to be born here? That just let me know that my people were strong enough to endure what was going on. A lot of folks were leaving because they couldn't take that. They weren't trying to get full. My folks stayed though. And my folks back in the day wasn't just bad off anyway. Like we had land, we had money. We wasn't just that's what I be saying. Folks think about Mississippi and they think like everybody was doing bad and it was just a bunch of sharecropping and I know what the hell that happened. The hell I talking about, y'all? But I say my stuff had started pausing for a minute. Yeah, be in Mississippi. Yeah, my people wasn't bad off. No way, man. So I'm like, bro, I'm proud to be where I'm from. We endured, we stayed, and we got it right down here. So what, man? I told you, man, dude, I'm going with that. Yeah, you right about that, man. Only in Chicago they do that, man. Cause people that we ain't on that beef. I don't understand. I never understood that neither. We don't do that down here. It's all about a dollar. It's all about a dollar. I've met BDs around here, man, and it don't even begin to be no beef. You feel me? Everybody about a dollar. That's how mofos meet. Like down here anyway. It's always on some money stuff. So I never understood that, man. Them dudes wake up ready to do a drill. I wake up ready to get some dollars. But they're just different environments for different people though. See? So I can't knock how they grew up and how they were raised. So we weren't raised like that. And then plus it ain't that it ain't as big down here, you feel me? And people will be quick to run into their enemy. Most folks just fight it out down here. They used to anyway. I say they used to. They don't do that no more. They used to. They ready to blow your head off now. Over man, everything is over a woman. Everything. Everything is always over a woman. Beef is never over no money. It's never over no drugs. It's never over nothing that's stolen. It's always over a woman. Always. A woman, for some reason, just sets a man off to where they just don't have no control, no thought process, no nothing, and they just wild out and go do something crazy. Only a woman can make a man feel like that. Some men, most men, yeah. It's always over a woman. People can say what they want, but I really believe that's what King Von was that whole beef was about. I think it was about a woman. That really didn't have nothing to do with Quando Rondo. Further, man, I don't even think Quando Rondo, and this just being real, I don't think Quando Rondo even went to the club with the intention of beefing or fighting or anything like that. Just something that happened. Just something that happened. All out the fly. Could have been avoided. Could have stayed at a fight, but I don't really. I can't lie to y'all. I don't really fault that dude for doing what he did, man, because you gotta look at it from his standpoint. You know, he on the side of the car. He don't see what's going on. All he sees is a bunch of dudes. My bro getting packed out. You know what do I do? And then not only he getting packed out, he getting packed out by people that supposedly, you know, about their life, that they got bodies and all that. So, you know what, man, that dude heart will probably beating fast. Like, man, he probably think his bro about to get took out. You never know what his mind state was, so he did what he felt was right. Y'all put yourself in both men's shoes. But it should never happen in the first place, though. But woulda, coulda, shoulda ain't for nothing. But y'all, I'm about to get off here, man. I gotta head to it in the morning. About tired as it is. Be right through the hallway. Like, comment, subscribe, share, all that good stuff. Hit y'all with another one real soon, man. To the end, man. Hold up for your do what you're supposed to know what you want to do. Subscribe, leave me a like, follow me on Instagram. Be right through the hallway. TikTok, be right through the hallway. Snapchat, be right through the hallway 6. I'm out.